So we got the graphic pulled up here, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you can't see. It was we had Oprah Day in the NFL where we basically had you get a contract. It was a gong show without a doubt. And Josh Allen got paid, Myles Garrett got paid, Devontae Adams got traded, DK Metcalf, Geno Smith. It was unbelievable. And number two, the Seahawks, they're tanking apparently out of nowhere after they finished. They could have won the division, and now they're tanking.
Yeah, he should have made the playoffs last year.
And then it's finally basketball season. So, and Jerry, J-Vi, we're gonna get to that in just a second here. So let's go to the number one. Number one move.
R.I.P.
Number one move. The Bills, the Buffalo Bills, ladies and gentlemen, have made one move. One of the biggest moves of the season.
They've made more than one move.
I know. I have them all on here. I meant to lead this in way better than I just did without flashing the picture, but I got distracted. I had this whole thing of like, now the Buffalo Bills made the biggest splash. They had one of the biggest transactions of the season in the offseason, and then I was going to cut to this picture, and then we were all going to be sad. But instead, I just hit the next button on the arrow, and now I ruined the lead miserably. So just completely forget I said that. But the Bills released the weapon, 8-ball. End of an era. End of an era.
I know.
Bye. Thoughts?
Why
would your team do this to us?
It was strictly business. You know, they were asking him to do something that he didn't want to do, and it was the second straight season that he's been asked to do that.
And he had a hell of a year this year. Don't forget.
He did. He did. And it's business. I actually, not to be that guy, but I called it after the season. I said this would happen. I told BMO that it would happen to try to prepare BMO. Didn't work. I said this would happen. So I was kind of prepared for this. But as I stated to Smoney, I've told this to him. So it's not breaking news. I've been a Bills fan for 37 years now. Out of all my time of being a Bills fan, the last 3 years have been the most fun. And he's a big part of that. I'm not ashamed to say that, but having one of your friends play for your favorite team is one of the coolest things in the world. BMO's a hater right now.
We're all haters, dude. Now we can all go back to appropriately hating the Bills.
I'm not going to ever say anything bad about the Bills.
You won't, but we will. I can now. It is one of the dudes that you grew up with, went to college with, played with. We all know, we all love. Playing for your favorite team is we've been lucky enough for that to happen. And watch him have success, like play on good teams.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Go to the games.
Yeah. Been to playoff games. Cried.
It's so funny too, because like in both situations we've gone up there and we've got to do really cool things with them, but like that's not like why we go up there. We go up there just to hang out with him, and we tell him that. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we could go to this," but I was like, "Dude, we're here to hang out with you, man.
Yeah,
if we just sit at the house, it's fine." But we have a good time. He gets his good seats.
Watch you play.
Tailgate's good. T-Bird, his dad, goes all out when we're there, so we appreciate that. And
well, just to watch him, it's like, dude, we're going to watch one of our guys out there playing the. That's just the coolest. Like none of the other stuff matters. Like, anyways, all right. So the Bills weren't done.
Nope,
they weren't done. Another big move. Rousseau. Greg Rousseau fell on the sword. Fell on the sword. So the Bills could have more money to sign Josh Allen. What a team leader. Yeah. Huh? Is he going to get the C? He should. 4 years, $80 million. That's not really the reason why we did that. What do you think about Rousseau?
I'm not a huge fan of this. I mean, he's been a decent player, but I think he needs a Robin, or he needs a Batman. You know, maybe he's the Robin. You know, however you want to say it. He needs somebody else on the other side, which we haven't had. I mean, you look at 3 years ago when we brought in Vaughn, and Vaughn was supposed to be that guy.
Who they also released.
Those first 8 games that Vaughn played that year, he was averaging a sack and a half a game, and Rousseau was playing well because he had that other guy on the other side of the field. Vaughn got hurt. Rousseau has flashes. He's getting like 5 to 8 sacks a season, which is not what you want out of your top pass rusher.
No, you got $54 million guaranteed, and then I love this is the time of the year when everybody's like, "Oh, Schefter's working so hard."
This is the only time he works.
He doesn't. Well, they just send him stuff.
Yeah. This is how he makes his money though. Like this is the only time of the year he's like actually probably in everybody's Twitter and Instagram though, because otherwise you hear him on football, any football show, and you're like, whatever, Shefty. Nobody cares what you think. But now it's like when he's breaking news, you're like, all right, let's see what you got.
Do you think that GMs or whoever the source is puts Schefter and Rappaport in the same group message and says, "Good luck, whoever gets."
Dang.
There's got to be something. Whoops. There's got to be something. All right, next one. Obviously, this was all happening like 2 hours before the show, so we get first reported by us. Yeah. Honestly, like we're the ones that got to like the stuff was coming in. That's also why I was late because I kept trying to have to put more freaking slides in the show because it was like Devontae Adams got traded. Josh Allen just signed the most lucrative deal of all time. DK Metcalf to this, and it's like just kept coming. So it was like the pipe that I busted underneath our dock. A new mark. Bills Josh Allen reached an agreement on a new record-setting 6-year, $330 million contract. It includes $250 million guaranteed, the largest guarantee ever given to an NFL player. He had 4 years left on his deal, but the Bills rewarded him with a new benchmark deal. Reported by Adam Schefter. Tex. I'm not even going to let J-Vi go first as our resident Bills fan. Tex, what do you think as honorary Two Bills Drive member?
I think they need to get him some weapons.
Yep.
I don't think he's overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
He puts that team on his back. Quarterback, running back. He blocks kind of whenever he needs to, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this contract with what he means to that team.
Hasn't won a Super Bowl
yet.
Can they win a Super Bowl with this contract?
I think they can get to the Super Bowl with this contract.
Hasn't beaten Mahomes in the playoffs.
I think
Mahomes
that he can
have a
do
receiver
it.
Anymore.
I think he can do it.
Look, I don't think this contract's
enough. We all know it's good. We all know it's gonna. We all know. I know, dude. I think that this is anything that kind of underpaid. But I think they're saving some money for a receiver. But,
I think this is a I think this is a hometown deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you ask BMO would say, "Why couldn't he take $248 million? They could keep money."
I said selfish.
Dude, that was coming. I was waiting on it. The job, dude.
$250 million guaranteed, dude.
Let's face
crazy.
it, though. Let's face it. I really think they could have paid him more. If Josh Allen gets hurt, the Bills are looking like the rest of the AFC East. Seriously. I mean, we're not making the playoffs.
Somebody's got to make it. That would
like it's if Josh Allen's not a quarterback for the Bills right now, it's another miserable 17 years. Mm-hmm. But you got to pay him that much. He deserves it. He's earned it for what he's done with what we've had. Mm-hmm. He's the lifeline of the team.
I think you should copyright right now what you sent me in the text message, because we're going to blast all over social media. He's $250 million.
Yeah. He got $250 million guaranteed.
$250 million.
$250 million.
Basically,
he's not even a full bill.
Print the shirts, AK. Print the shirts.
Not even a full bill.
Look, there's four assets to the team: offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. And he's the offense, so they paid him like he is the offense. $250 million.
1/4 of the okay. That's good rationale. I don't know. I think he's definitely worth it. I mean, one of the only guys. Which I mean, what this does is hilarious because the Cowboys just keep not paying their players, and everybody else keeps signing. The Cowboys are just the price tag on all their players just keeps going up and up and up and up.
I am a little shocked that it's not for like 10 years and more money just to be able to push money down the road. But yeah, I don't know. Bean's got to figure out.
Are you saying that they don't believe that he's
250 mil? That's like 20 million less than what the salary cap is for the whole team.
That's
Now I know he's not getting all that. Just for like, they're not going to have 20 million to pay the rest of their team, but to put
wins
in
one
reference to
MVP.
what the salary cap is for the whole team, it's like 279.
What was Dak's extension?
I have no idea. I stopped. I'm not.
I think they just converted his money to signing bonus or something.
They
So
did.
the Bills. I don't know. The Bills.
Free up cap space.
Here's all right. Here was the next big one. So we're leaving the Bills. Good job, Josh Allen. You did it. $250 million. And then, dude, this has to make fans so mad.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Where Edge texts me this thing. It's like, what did you? Hold on, let me read it, and then you can go off. Let me read. So from the trade to truce and beyond, the Browns and Myles Garrett reached an agreement today on a record contract extension that averages $40 million per year and $123.5 million guaranteed. Now makes him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history. That's from Adam Schefter. Garrett's agent told or Nicole Lynn of Clutch Sports and Browns GM of Andrew Berry finalized the deal today. And this is freaking hysterical because he spent the last month telling us, hey, I want this. I'm not playing for this Mickey Mouse league. Go ahead, Edge. You go.
Literally, he just, released, Twitter and everything else. I want to be traded. I want a championship team. I want to win, the Super Bowl. I want to be a contender, but I'll stay for more money is all he said. So he went into his locker room, packed up all his gear and said, hey, I'm out for a trade. You telling all these players in there, hey, y'all suck. I'm going to go try to win a championship. I need a ring, yada, yada, yada. And then they turn around and throw some presidents in his face. And he's like, all right, well, I've always been Browns. Go to the dog pound. Let's go. I can't believe it. If I was the owner of the Browns, I would have packed his bags for him. And now all of a sudden you're going to pay this guy after he just dogged your entire franchise. I don't understand it. I'm completely baffled by it. Now, is he good? Yes, he's great.
Oh, he's great.
He is a record on defense. Like, don't get me wrong. But he literally told the coaches, the owner, all the players, I want to leave. I want to go win a ring. And like we talked about a while back, is think about the Brady era at, during the Patriots. There were people taking pay cuts to come win a ring. So if you truly wanted it, let's see what you got. Like, let's see, say the Niners offered him, $10 million because they're terrible and they need somebody on defense. Would he go? Would he say, yeah, I'll take a pay cut and go there? And instead, he's signing the richest defensive payday in history right now. Like, he's just doing it.
Have no shot at winning a champion at all. And in his tenure while he's playing, if Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson are still in the league in that division, the Browns aren't winning a championship. They're not winning a championship.
And the Steelers are piling up with a coach who's never had a losing record.
They're literally the worst team in that division.
Another thing, too, I thought about later is I'm a little shocked about the Browns doing this because every time the Browns have paid somebody a healthy paycheck to be like contenders in the league, guess what happens to them next year?
Hurt.
Injury. Yeah, they're hurt. They're done.
No.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they rolled out the, back to Brink's security truck up to his house. And
what are the Browns trying to prove with this? That's what I don't. What are they trying to prove with this?
Look, and we talked about it before. Football is the ultimate team sport, and he just pulled a very selfish move.
100%. Yeah.
Great.
But,
he's a great player. We talked about this the other day.
Get your money while you can, but you just handicapped your team, who's already handicapped. So now you're a double amputee.
And everybody, and everything he said, I want to be a championship contender, yada, 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 is down a drain because you just took a bunch of suitcases full of cash where they can't pay anybody else.
And you just crapped on everybody in the locker room on your way out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, all y'all suck. Y'all aren't going to win a championship. Hey, guys, back here with the $40 million. Let's all go to dinner. It's on me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's got the
gosh.
C on his chest.
Like, it's hilarious. It's just funny. It's like, don't say you want to win. Just don't say it.
Yeah.
Just say, I want money. And everybody's
Yeah.
going to be like, cool, dude. Get your money. But don't pretend like you want to win.
And then everybody will say you deserve it.
Yes. He
He's
deserves
the fastest
every
to
penny of that.
100 sacks at whatever age you are. Like, but yeah, don't feed us some baloney.
That just cracks me up, dude. I think what's even better is the Cowboys are just sitting here. They paid their elite pass rusher. There's no way the Cowboys are paying Micah Parsons. There's no way, dude. No way. And he just big broed Max Crosby to the grave. Because Max Crosby was walking around Mr. Big Stuff at the fight, all that stuff. Highest paid non-quarterback 48 hours later. Nope. Big old swinging Myles Garrett right in your face, dude. Sorry, Max. Thoughts and prayers to Max Crosby. Sorry about that. So here you go. The offseason pass. So Garrett and Crosby each reached the agreement. 40 and 35.5 million for each one of those. Still to come. Trey Hendrickson. We know the Bengals aren't paying that guy. TJ Watt, Mr. I'm the best until it matters. Micah Parsons, and then Aiden Hutchinson. There's still a lot of pass rushers to be paid.
Let's look at something real quick though. Okay, go back to Myles Garrett. All right, so
I'm just glad you the pictures today.
40 million per year, 123.5 million guaranteed money.
Guaranteed.
Right? Guaranteed 123 mil.
Guaranteed.
And then you go to Josh Allen, and it's 250 million guaranteed, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
For how many millions a year?
55 a year.
That is so stupid.
That's insane, dude.
Stupid. I'm just saying, this is a roller coaster day for the Bills fans because they thought they were for real going to get Myles Garrett. They were going to go all in, chips all in on the table. He gets signed, and then you sign your quarterback again.
I never thought we were going to get Myles Garrett.
Oh, okay.
We've already been down that route. We did it with Mario Williams, years back. We've done it with Vaughn. McDermott's not doing that anymore. McDermott wants to draft a guy and show how good he is at
developing him.
Hell
yeah, love that. And then Devontae Adams. After Myles Garrett, Devontae Adams, boom, traded to the Rams. See you later, Cooper Kupp. $46 million deal, $26 million. How is he getting that much guaranteed? Why wouldn't they pay Cooper Kupp that? Did Cooper Kupp want more? What happened with that? Also, who's going to wear number 17? Isn't Puka number 17?
I don't know. But don't him and Puka play the same position?
I think so.
Oh, is there a controversy? Wide receiver 1?
Actually, I don't know. Do they play the same?
They play out wide, right?
Tex, you haven't said anything in a few minutes. What's up?
I'm just wondering if there was something that came up with Cooper that he wanted too much guaranteed. I don't know. This seems just like I don't know.
Maybe he wanted something longer. It's 2 years.
He wanted a long-term deal.
$6 million guaranteed. I don't know. Maybe he was.
What does this say about the whole?
Something more than this.
Yeah, that's what it means. What's it say about what, Edge?
What does this say about the foreshadowing for where Aaron Rodgers is going? Because maybe he was sitting there saying, "Hey, I'm going to the Giants. I'm going to the Giants. They won't bring you. Go test the waters," and he goes to the Rams.
Isn't Devontae Adams from California? He played at Fresno State.
Yeah, he played at Fresno.
He went to high school with Jock Peterson, the baseball player.
When Jock Peterson was a better wide receiver than him. He was the wide receiver 1, apparently.
But I'm with Edge, though. What does this say about him and Aaron Rodgers' relationship?
Even all that streaming they did together on the McAfee show. Uh-huh. We don't say that word. That guy's a coward. I love how he's mad at the NFL. They're blackballing us. I'm like, you sitting here blackballing everybody else. You're doing the same thing that you're mad at the NFL for, you coward. Grow a pair. Somebody makes a funny meme, you can't handle it, get out of here. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, that domino. So the dominoes are starting to fall because let's see what we had next. Geno Smith. This was what, Friday? Geno Smith. The Seahawks just all of a sudden, like we said, they're tanking.
This one just blew my mind.
Well, Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll apparently on a plane with McDonald and
Ronald?
whoever the owner. I guess whoever the owner was for the also stay tuned for the Shameless meter. We got McDonald's on there.
I think that's a deal for a 3rd round pick.
Pete Carroll like Geno Smith more than Russell Wilson.
Pete Carroll revived Geno Smith's career, and that's coach. Pride is on the line, dude. Pride is on the line.
Wait.
Are the Raiders? So they sign Max Crosby, and they bring in Geno Smith. Oh, I was like, Javon, something just happened. They bring in Geno Smith, and I'm like, what? The only reason they did this is because of Pete Carroll. You have to think that, right?
Yeah, he's familiar. He probably knows the system he's going to run. You don't have to start from ground zero with a quarterback. I think it's a steal for a 3rd round pick. I mean, that's not bad.
I remember Geno Smith in college, played at West Virginia, right? And then he's a get the ball out of his hands quick. Like he's not a guy that's going to sit there and throw the ball downfield. Every time he does that, he's terrible. I've watched him play multiple times against the Niners. When he starts throwing the ball downfield, it's not good. But get the ball out of his hands quick, he's really good. I wouldn't say really good, but he's good. And this is Pete Carroll trying to come in and not lose 17 games right off of the bat whenever you're in a division with Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, Andy Reid. Like, don't forget.
Yeah. I mean, we had Desmond Ritter. I was looking at the quarterbacks from last year. Desmond Ritter, Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, Carter Bradley. Like that was their quarterbacks.
How mad is Tom Brady right now, though?
And Minshew's gone.
I think this was Pete Carroll and Tom Brady getting in a room and being like, Tom Brady's like, we're not signing Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely not.
Yep.
I bet you that's what it was. There's no way Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady in the same room. I think
Minshew would show like flashes of being a great quarterback.
I want Minshew in San Francisco.
He just didn't have any support around him to where, like, he had receivers, but he didn't have nobody blocking for him to where he had to, like, 1.5 seconds to make a decision and release the ball.
You got Brock Bowers. Supposedly the offensive line is fairly decent because everybody was saying online, oh, Geno Smith never played behind an offensive line that was worth anything. He's running for his life, this and that. So, but yes, Emo says that's Sam Howell's team now. That's right. So Seattle is now in the running for the Aaron Rodgers, for the Sam Darnolds, for this and that. They do have Sam Howell, so who knows? But Seattle basically just quit, apparently.
Yeah.
We're not doing this.
Are you getting to the other one?
This one?
Yeah, Metcalf.
So DK Metcalf, the Steelers are sending a 2025 second-round pick to Seattle in exchange for DK Metcalf. Pittsburgh will sign Metcalf to a 5-year, $150 million extension.
Jeez, dude.
All right, so the Steelers wanted Ayuk, they wanted Debo, they love wide receivers. And so they get DK for a second, and then they're going to pay him $150 million on an extension. And this is another one. Number off, guys. Number off. So George Pickens, number 14. DK Metcalf, number 14.
Who's going to give him the ball?
Russell.
I thought he was done.
Oh, I forgot. We forgot about Jerry. Sorry. No, I don't know.
Hang on.
I mean, right now, I think
Pickens going to be enough to be his opposite side. Yeah, I mean, is he going to be okay? Is he going to be okay to be the guy who's competing with Metcalf for looks?
No, they don't throw the ball
Or is
enough.
this the Steelers? Or is this the Steelers saying, "We're bringing in another guy. Let's see how you act."
Oh no! Don't say that, Mama
what
K.
happens.
Don't say that.
The Jets want Justin Fields. So this whole thing is about to get. I also wanted to say about Geno in Vegas. Geno can't write anybody back because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So even if you write him back, right? If you write him off, he can't write you back anyways. And it also says that they don't like Shedeur Sanders. Correct.
Correct.
All these moves are telling you that they don't like these rookie quarterbacks.
They still don't have a quarterback though.
So
the Steelers?
Yeah.
Russ to DK, dude. That's when DK was at his best.
Russ isn't on the
Wilson.
roster, I thought.
He's anybody who watched Fields play last year, I don't know how they could say he's ready to step in and start.
Yeah,
you guys are missing the point. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season.
Somebody said,
I mean, idiots.
True.
Somebody posted what the Steelers
I made money
have
off of that this year
with Justin Fields and said, "Who's stopping this offense?" And it was the easiest question I've ever had in my life because Justin Fields is stopping that offense.
Exactly. What do you mean, dude? He's got all the intangibles. He's had 16 different offensive coordinators. He's never had an offensive line. He's never had anybody believe it. I love how they have the laundry list. I would love to hear the laundry list of excuses. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy's over here winning 15 games a year, and everybody's like, he can't do it. The guy's a bum. But Justin Fields gets 48 games, and everybody's like, see, he still got it. He still got it. Shut up. The guy, I'm not saying he's not talented, but clearly he can't see the field. Jeez.
What an insane day, dude. It was popping off.
I also love DK said he wanted to go somewhere warm, so the Seahawks traded him to Pittsburgh.
Could you imagine being general managers and owners for these teams, though, and everybody's phone's just blowing off the hook right now, and you probably got your phone. They're calling your assistant. Their assistant, you're having one phone on one ear, the other phone on the other ear. Hold on. Let me mute you real quick. What's your deal? I mean, it's like a war room on draft day, all over right now. And they have to make these decisions now so they know what to start looking for the draft. And think about how many of these teams draft board just went to shit because they got, some of these trades and some of these guys out of free agency for a lot of cheddar right now.
Dude, he is such a physical specimen too. But all he does is run straight. So that
how many scouts are pissed right now? They're like, hey, we got this badass receiver for the Steelers right now. This guy's coming out of, wherever, right? This guy's the next ticket. Nope, we got DK Metcalf. But the scouts is
well, you just if you're a quarterback, you would love to go play in Pittsburgh right now.
Oh yeah.
They got DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. Their offensive line is, but they have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. I don't know if Najee's still going to be there, but they have tons of weapons. I don't get it.
He said warm weather, but he also said he wanted to go to a winter. And what better winter this in the NFL than somebody that's never had to lose a season?
100% not going to lose. You know that.
Yeah.
You won't be a loser.
You might not be 10-7 like you were with the Seahawks, but you're not going to be 8-9.
Good point. All right, boys. So that leads to this, okay? If Justin Fields decides to stay with the Steelers instead of Russ Wilson, expect the Jets to shift their focus to Marcus Mariota or Carson Wentz per Connor J. Hughes. Did I vet this? No. But as a Jets fan, is there any fan base more miserable than the Jets? Because they went from having Aaron Rodgers and all the hype and all the Super Bowl talk for him blowing his Achilles, and then they sucked this year, to now you're going to be rolling out Carson Wentz or Marcus Mariota.
And I mean, not only did he blow his Achilles, but he got half the organization fired, coach fired, general manager was out. They were doing a rebuild throughout the year. And, now they're saying Justin Fields doesn't want to go to him. Well, I can tell you one thing, dude. Like we were joking about Matt Stafford hanging it up. If there's one guy that needs to go ahead and hang it up, Marcus Mariota.
No, dude, let him keep playing.
Nah, dude, come on.
Bring him back to Tennessee, dude. Bring him back. Homecoming. Highlight reel. Do it.
Wentz is huge. Y'all know how big Wentz is?
He was like 6'5".
Dude, seeing him at some of the Chiefs games this year, like, I didn't realize how big he was.
Freaking monster, dude.
Doesn't make him any good. He's still trash.
All right. And then the third thing we were going to talk about was college basketball is back. It's finally college basketball season, boys, because
conference tournaments this week. Then
they
next
started
week
already.
is advanced.
App's out. I'm never watching another App basketball game again. I can't stand watching App State basketball, dude. All they do is run around, not shoot the ball until the clock runs out, and then throw up an awful shot, and they lose in the conference tournament every time. Sucks.
You know, it's been 17 years since a team at App won a championship. You know what team that was? 100% chance of rain. That was us.
That's right. That's right.
The intramural champs.
I'll have to send you guys. Yeah.
That's right.
Popped up on my timeline. I was like, "Oh man, it's been 18 years. That baby's going off to college now."
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That baby can vote.
Yeah.
Mama Kay over there giving shout out saying that App State's a wrestling school.
That was my. That's I got something for you back at the end of the show, dude. Wow. So
that is not so. That's the ref calling that at 2 points. Leads to all the conspiracy of the refs are getting paid.
Well, there's no worse. So Duke played North Carolina, and the reason I said basketball is back is because one, I was watching basketball Thursday or Friday night, and I felt like I didn't feel like I missed football that time. I mean, I still missed football, but I feel like I could actually watch the game and enjoy the game. Like, okay, I'm watching a conference game, tournament game that means something. I'm okay with that. And then last night I watched Duke and Carolina. I was like, okay, I'm kind of into this, you know? I didn't turn it off and be like, man, this is not football. I kind of was able to make it through. Well, yeah, the rivalry, the eliminations, all this stuff. Like, you give me, you lose, you're done. I want to watch it. I don't care what it is. And this was the most ref off game of all time because we think Bills and Chiefs screenshots, ref misses calls bad. That's how you should judge a rivalry. How many times do people and fan bases screenshot ref missed this call? Guarantee you it's nothing more than Duke and UNC. That is the most screenshotted.
Why can't they just put chips in the shoes and then make a line with the GPS there, and then you can just know if he's over the line or not.
Yeah. Get rid of the.
Let's just put chips in the shoes, man. Get rid of the rest.
Zion Williams ruined that. If they come after the towel guys that run out onto the court,
come at dude. Well, let's get rid of the towel guys. Just have to play on sport court.
Don't get rid of the bat boys. Don't get rid of the chain gang. Don't get rid of the tennis people that run out there and grab the balls. Don't get rid of the towel crew. Don't get rid of the people who run out there and skate with a shovel on the ice. Leave them alone. We've had enough of this. It's over. You're not going to take our people, regular people that run out there and start grabbing stuff in the middle of the games. Just leave them alone. We don't need robots for that. So, basketball's back, and also really makes me mad that whenever they start the basketball tournaments, the nets are so tight so they don't swish really good. Yeah. And that sucks. That's awful. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I need that net to be loose whenever the ball goes through it.
What if they just use metal chains and went
chain gang? They moved the chain gang to basketball.
This time next week, we're going to have a bracket in our hands, boys. Everybody listening. Well, bracket will be ready. It'll be bracketology. We're going to try to get our bracket guy on this week.
We're going to have to go through and pick out
Millie Goat's bracket.
Some winners.
How about
some upsets? How
about this? Oh, the parlaying during the tournament is spectacular. Same game parlays.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, same game tournament parlays. J-Vi, how about this stat here? No way this is true, right? The ACC hasn't had a single ranked versus ranked matchup in conference play all season in men's hoops. 180 games, it didn't happen a single time in the ACC. Not a single ranked versus ranked matchup.
So Clemson, who's ranked number 11 when they played Duke, was not ranked and beat Duke when Duke was number 2.
Clemson wasn't ranked at that time.
Wow.
I remember watching that game, seeing like Clemson's like 20-3, unranked, and Mississippi State's 15-7 and ranked 24th, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. There we go. A SEC propaganda machine, bunch of losers. That's how I know Texas isn't full SEC yet, because I just downed this conference. He didn't say anything.
What's
I can't.
SEC?
I,
100,
basketball
90,
doesn't become real to me until next week.
Facts. Basketball season, boys.
Preseason right now.
This
is preseason, longest preseason in sports. College basketball regular season.